Hi everyone, join me and Jeff Jefferson today as we fight evil in Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, the Sith Lords restored content.
Well, as we're going to be jumping into, I'll put my microphone on, some more of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. That's right, this fantastic game right here. I am now realizing my controller's not going to work there. Okay, let's just quickly get this sorted out. Make sure your controller is turned on before you start playing Knights of the Old Republic. Crazy thing. Here we go. Before we just start, I'd like to say shout out to everybody. You're all awesome. Lovely to have you here, Volkov and Ben. Jumping into some Knights of the Old Republic 2 with a working controller. Here we go. Let's bring some of this down. That's my coffee cup. Lovely, but I hope you are all amazing. Please could you make sure you do all of the cool YouTube things like liking, subscribing, enabling notifications, becoming a member perhaps. That'd be great, that'd be amazing. Anyway, let's get into this absolutely awesome game. Make sure that my phone isn't going to go crazy as well. Yeah, so we're on Telos, the fantastic planet of Telos. I think we've just gone and spoke to Atris, which was slightly different because this is the restored content that we are going through currently, which is really fun. It's really cool, and we're going to see some more of the things that happen in it, I guess. Yeah, that is the plan. Okay, so I'm going to press start and let's get into it. I'm going to disappear now, but I'll catch you all in a bit. Okay. Where are all of these people? We've got to be somewhere. There's some handmaiden people. I couldn't get most of our neighbor, but if I do have cars working.
Why have you approached me? You will find them in the main irrigation channel room, in the northern part of the plateau interior. The particle emitters there that once governed the flow of water to Telos can double as force cages. It is not part of my duties. Free them yourself. Then you must leave this place. They were caged for their safety, until we could determine your intent, exile. Atris cautioned us against your tactics, fearing that your allies would create a distraction. Your companions gave us little trouble, however. The male could have presented some challenge if he had resisted, but he chose not to.
Who? Athon?
He has had some Echani training. He masks it well, but when you are in danger, his mask dropped into a stance we know well.
Don't know why I'm drinking 2 cups of coffee at once. I'm going crazy.
You are the one who is mistaken. It requires you know what to look for. I do not know. The Echani forms are known to be taught to military special forces throughout the galaxy. If the source is a mystery to you, perhaps you should ask him. It would be wise to know those you travel with. Your ship is stored in the hangar. Atris has given you permission to leave this place, and permission to return if you remain in her service.
Oh, that's cool then.
Did you find what you came for? I felt as much, quite strongly, in fact. I suspected there was something from your past here, something unresolved. I feel we did not come to this place by chance. You were led here. This woman who resides here, she did something to you once, something that hangs upon you still. There is a Jedi here, perhaps, in that you are correct. Yet there are no students, and this woman, this Atris, surrounds herself with those who cannot feel the Force. Curious. Plans are fragile things, and life often dashes expectations to the ground. Perhaps students will come to her in time. For now, she is surrounded by those who cannot feel the Force. No, her servants are not Jedi. Their minds are walls, trained to resist tricks of the mind. This discipline blinds them to the Force as well, even if they were Force-sensitive.
Whoa. I'm sure I had some crazy macro things set out. Oh no.
Invade the mind of another. It is not something done carelessly, or when there is nothing to be gained. Very well, let us depart. He's only sleeping. It seems the journey here has fatigued him.
I am sorry, General. I must have lost consciousness in the crash. I'm fine, General. Even power has been restored to my arm. What is this place? Where are we? This must be where I had detected the energy readings before, and the drain to the restoration shields. This room, this place, it looks part of a huge polar irrigation system, possibly planet-wide, like the one on Coruscant. I had been told by the Republic that it was not in use. I am, General. If you wish, I may travel with you, or join you at the ship. Very well, General. I will await your arrival.
Mistress, you summoned me.
I have a task for you. The exile is dangerous. I'm concerned that he was able to return to Republic space and reach Telos without my knowledge.
Mistress, the Harbinger was lost in transit. It was our failing.
What is done. But now I need you to travel with him.
Mistress...
I realize what I'm asking of you, and I am asking that you keep your purpose a secret, even from your sisters. I need someone to watch the exile closely, and let me know if he contacts the Sith. More importantly, I need you to study him closely. I need to know what he thinks, what he does. Become part of his group, earn his trust, get him to confide in you.
I will do as you ask, Mistress. But, Mistress, the exile did not seem to pose a threat to us.
Ah, but he does. Do not be fooled by the exterior. It is his nature you must beware. He fell to the dark side once. He will do so again. I am trusting you with this task, last of my handmaidens. Do not disappoint me. The galaxy, the Jedi, may depend on it.
Hey, you're back with us. We were just on our way to rescue you from those ghost women when, we got locked up. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. How did things go with the Jedi here? Are you all done? Well, that's not exactly what I wanted to hear.
You are the exile, the one Atris warned us about. She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the Republic, you did not march with them because you had fallen so far you could no longer feel the Force. So it was a matter of choice then. If Atris has erred in her evaluation of your motivations, it might be best to inform her. I believe that is the extent of her expressed feelings toward you. There are variations at times, but all rise from the same foundation.
What's right-handed? Expressing feelings?
Yes, it is difficult sometimes for others to truly speak their heart or listen to it. The words often prove difficult, or they do not come at all. Without having seen you and Atris fight, I cannot say. Battle is a pure form of expression. It is heart and discipline, reduced to movement and motion. Then her expressed feelings will have to suffice. Perhaps it may prove truer than conversing with words. In battle, the words are swept away, giving way to actions. Mercy, sacrifice, anger, fear. These are pure moments of expression. You may ask. She said, you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself. That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except your own animal instincts, and she told us why you fell to the dark side. Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars when you gave in to your lust for battle. Once you tasted war, you could not give it up. You may ask. I am aware of this. I do not doubt your combat prowess, as my half-sisters do. There are many who went to war against the Mandalorians, and few returned. You were one of them. I honor the face of my mother. It is not something spoken of in the company of others. I do not wish to discuss it. If there is something else you wish to ask, you may do so. There is no need to apologize. You were merely remarking on something that you saw. There is no wrong in that. It is not a sensitive subject, but a subject that requires trust. There is no such trust between you and I, and such trust takes time. You may ask. Before you go, Exile, question for you, if I may ask it. You have touched the Force. What does it feel like? Please, I wish to know.
It is like a cloud, a mist that drifts from living creature to creature, set in motion by currents and eddies. It is the eye of the storm, the passions of all living things turned into energy, into a chorus. It is the rising swell at the end of life, the promise of new territories and new blood, the call of new mysteries in the dark.
I see. Thank you both. I appreciate you sharing your knowledge with me.
Why have you approached me?
Hey, do all these women look alike? Not like I'm complaining, I mean, it's interesting.
They are Ichani. It is not unusual for their children to share similar features from the same parents.
If you have a reason for approaching me, speak it.
Well, if it isn't the one who stole the Ebonhawk. Not so smug now, are you little thief?
Don't be a fool. Atris stole the ship and the droid.
Says you.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens is not among us.
She has left with the exile.
Left? But why? Her oath.
I sent her to travel with the exile. She may discover something I cannot.
Mistress, the last of the handmaidens, she is willful, and she has demonstrated a fascination with Jedi. It may not have been why.
I know what I have done, but it was necessary.
Well, now that we're off that Dejaric board of a planet, I say we burn sky until we see lines.
was the machine saying? We seem to have found it.
Do you know why we have called you here?
As Revan summoned you, so have you come full circle to return to the Jedi.
Why did you defy us? The Jedi are guardians of the peace, and have been for centuries. This call to war undermines all that we have worked for.
Is Revan your master now? Or is it the horror you wrought at Malachor that has caused you to see the truth at last?
You refuse to hear us. You have shut us out, and so have shut yourself to the galaxy.
We feel that your true understanding of what happened at Malachor 5 will only happen in time, and it cannot happen here, near the battlegrounds where you fought.
You are exiled, and you are a Jedi no longer.
There is one last thing. Your lightsaber. Surrender it to us.
Much defiance in that one.
You are correct, Kavar. When he was here, I felt it. It was as if he was not there, more like an echo.
Revan's influence has grown amongst the youngest of the Order. He speaks to their passions, not their sense. The war has touched them. Many of them have found themselves in the war against the Mandalorians.
It is as I feared, and I fear that we have played into the hands of the enemy.
We have not lost a Jedi this day. You felt it. He has lost himself. He is no Jedi. He walked Revan's path, but he was not strong enough.
I fear it is our teachings that may have led Revan to choose the path he did.
We are not the ones who taught him.
We take responsibility, Atris, not cast blame.
The choice of one was the choice of us all. Revan's teacher intended no harm, and Revan had many teachers since.
Yet they all stem from the same source. Her teachings violated the Jedi Code and lead all who listen to the dark side, as they did the exile.
You are wrong. The dark side is not what I sensed in the exile. Surely the rest of you felt it as well. That emptiness we felt. He has changed.
Whatever that wound was, it was of the dark side. We should not have let him depart. He will simply join Revan again, or perhaps worse.
What would you have done with him, Atris? Be mindful of your feelings. This is not Revan who stood before you. This one walks a different path.
No, although that may come in time. We let him go because we must. Where he travels, he carries his destination with him.
Malachor 5 should have been his grave. You saw it in his walk, and in the Force. It was as if he was already dead.
No, not death. Many battles remain for that one, if what we have seen is true. But the future is a shifting thing, and he cuts like a blade through it.
We should have told him the truth. A Jedi deserves to know.
No good would have come from it, even if what you believed was true. There is still the matter of Revan, and such truths could leave us vulnerable on two fronts.
Perhaps in many years, we will call him before us and explain what happened to him, and how he may be healed. Until then, he must accept his journey.
But he may never discover the truth, and he will never know why we cast him out.
And that is the future we must accept.
Those Jedi sure like their secrets, don't they?
A strange coincidence.
It is no coincidence. There is some larger plan at work here, and we are walking into it. This is too convenient to be anything but a trap.
Those are Atris's records you have stolen.
What the hell are you doing on our ship?
I have come to join you. I can help you against this threat.
Well, we don't want your help. Or any of your sisters.
If it comforts you to believe that, then so be it. But the enemies you face are many, and you will need all the help you can get. It is just me, and I am doing this because Atris believes you will need help.
Indeed. But of course, what does one more matter to our journey? I have had enough of this. I will be in my chambers.
Yeah, me too. I'll be in my chambers. But since I don't have any, I guess I'll just go to the cockpit like I always do. If she's coming with us, she gets the cargo hold. Might remind her how fun it is to get locked up.
General.
The cargo hold is enough. I assure you, there is little I need. I will attend to myself. It is no matter. I am used to worse conditions, but thank you for your kindness.
General, is there a reason you don't carry a lightsaber anymore? That's not your lightsaber anymore. That belonged to someone who served Revan in the wars, not the person you are now. You could build another one, if you wanted to, but you know that. I don't know, General, but whatever the reason, you should put it behind you. I know this. A lightsaber is part of who you are. Without it, you're not complete. I think I can help you out there. I happen to know the parts you need. We need a power cell, emitter matrix, lens and focusing crystal, though I have to admit the crystal is beyond my means. Never did understand them. Those parts are fairly common, though a Jedi once told me that it's best if your lightsaber reflects you, and if it is constructed of things that identify it as your own. Just bring the parts to me before you get started building it. I'll make sure they're usable.
For the last time, no. Because you're programmed to force your opponent to go first, and nothing will convince me the computer doesn't cheat. Even if I didn't have to go first and somehow I didn't suspect you of counting cards, I still wouldn't play with a trash compactor. Yeah? How many credits?
All I'm saying is that you've gone for a long time without a memory wipe. Most droids behave erratically under those circumstances. I know that, but I'm fixing everything else around here, so I may as well take a look at you too. What was that? That's what I'm talking about. That is not normal droid behavior. I am not pushing you around. I just wanted to see if there was anything I could do to upgrade your functionality. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Good. Now let's get started. You wouldn't guess it from the outside, but it looks like you've been through a lot. I'll bet. I'm all done with you. If anything comes loose, let me know and I'll put it back in place.
How many more do we intend to gather to us? This ship is not the Galaxy. There is only so much room. Is it? Perhaps you are wrong. They will follow you because you are a leader. Their kind always needs such, even when the figure deserves no such obedience. Because I am not blind, that is why. I see what they see, hear their voices when they speak to you, and notice the change when they speak to others. I know many things, and I know what I am not. I am no leader. I speak with a voice that will never move others. I speak with a passion that goes unheard. They obey you because you are a leader, and perhaps something more. Have you noticed what has been happening? Have you felt it in them? They echo you, either fighting or surrendering to their feelings, their loyalty, their duty. Your mere presence serves as an example to them of something to uphold or something to fight against. Watch them carefully, see their patterns, and recognize the strength in it. Influence can be a weapon, one that you may need before your journey is done. Good, and then act upon it. It is a powerful tool to motivate others. That was Revan's way, I believe. It was a strength. A discussion, perhaps, for another time. Ask, and I will answer. I know her as much as I know any Jedi. If you have other questions, you may ask those, but on Atris, I can provide you no answers that you cannot find on your own. Ask, and I will answer. There is nothing wrong with my sight, if that is your question. I see all that I need, though the seeing of things flesh and blood has failed me some time ago. They were distractions only. There is nothing wrong with my eyes. They simply have atrophied from use. They are adequate to distinguish shapes, silhouettes. If need be, I could heal them, restore my sight, but sight can prove a distraction. When one relies on sight to perceive the world, it is like trying to stare at the galaxy through a crack in the door. But that is a lesson for another time. You must learn to see crude matter for what it is, before the veil is lifted. Ask, and I will answer. There are countless reasons, and I have neither the time nor the patience to list them all. No, she may have her uses. I will abide her presence, and so should you. Because Atris is a threat, and as much as she would try to use us against you, so may we use her servants against her. Do not see every enemy as an enemy. See them instead as an ally, whether they realize it or not. This situation may yet work to our advantage. Good. That is the most to be done until events unfold, as I'm sure they will in time. Ask, and I will answer. I misspoke before, and I do not wish to choose my words unwisely again. Leave this be.
That's right, looks like we're getting some more dark side points. Also, hi everybody, hope you're doing well as we're going through this. Yeah, you're all awesome, thank you so much for watching along right now. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and all of that amazing YouTube stuff. Maybe become a channel member. Anyway, I'm going to disappear now, and we're going to go to Nar Shaddaa. After we've been to Nar Shaddaa as well, after we've done that planet, we're going to start doing voting people on what planet we're going to be going to. I really do think that I want this to be a dark side playthrough, but we'll see what happens. He's kind of grey right now, and we've got to get that changed. But yeah, so we're going to go to Nar Shaddaa, and then we should do YouTube voting. Oh, I just realised actually, whilst we're here, too much Star Wars? Okay, so yeah, what we're going to do right now, we're going to see something hopefully pretty cool. I think we're going to see if anybody can become a channel member. That's right, so everybody, you're all awesome, you're so lovely, and I'm going to gift out 5, that's right, 5 channel members right now. Memberships. Let's see what happens. Some kind of drum roll. Hey, looks like Fabian, Relic Delta Entertainment, Joe Usaroba, Hope Durang, and Nate Wallace. Hey. Well, welcome all of the new channel members who have just got it. I'm sorry if you haven't got it. You can always become a channel member if you like, though. And that is just one of the fun things that YouTube lets us do. Also, you can also gift memberships to people as well if you want. Anyway, look at all of these planets here. We're going to make a massive move. So we're trying to do a dark side playthrough, so therefore we're going to be going to Nar Shaddaa, so doing dark side, but I want to get Myra, however you say her name, and then I want to turn her evil. So right now, Jeff is still kind of a grey Jedi. Anyway, let's get into this, people. Here we go.
Well, here we are, the Smuggler's Moon. It's the gaping maw of Nal Hutta, swallowing all the cargo and spaceport thugs the galaxy has to offer. Mandalorians, mercenaries, war veterans, and pilots from the Mandalorian Wars and the Jedi Civil War ended up on Nar Shaddaa, from all sides of the conflict. When the last war ended, there was no place left for them to go. Nar Shaddaa's a rough place and easy to get lost in. Or for someone to get lost. If we wanted to keep out of sight from the Sith for a while, you couldn't pick a better spot. It means glorious jewel in Huttese, but don't let that fool you. It's the central breeding grounds of the Hutts. Nar Shaddaa orbits it. Nal Hutta's as slimy as the Hutts. Lots of swamp and bloated gas. It's where those slugs reach out and grab chunks of the galaxy. Trust me, we're not going to go anywhere near the place unless we want to be washing the stink out of our clothes for the next few years.
That bad? I didn't think anything could compel you to bathe.
You spend all day thinking up that joke? Maybe you and Beodur should start a circus.
I fail to understand the reference, though I doubt your explanation would prove worthwhile.
Anyone flying the Star Lanes has docked on Nar Shaddaa at least once. I wouldn't want to live there, and I doubt anyone does by choice. Not everyone who came to Nar Shaddaa were soldiers. A lot of worlds were destroyed by the Mandalorians, and the Jedi. Left a lot of people wandering the galaxy. Yeah. Some came looking for work running freight and cargo. Still, there's only so many ships to go around and so many workers. So others lend their weapons to the Hutts in the exchange. It's become a prime base for raider recruitment across the galaxy. It won't be easy. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. Shouldn't be too hard. There's so much traffic on Nar Shaddaa, finding anyone on the moon's surface is going to be hard. We're going to touch down in the refugee sector. There's a lot more traffic there, and it's harder for people to spot you coming in, or find you once you arrive. I've plotted a course for the refugee sector, and we should touch down within the hour. Once we're down, we should finally be able to breathe easy. There's no way anyone's gonna find us here.
Jedi comes to Nar Shaddaa. While he walks upon the smuggler's moon, he is not to be harmed. You may watch him, observe his movements, but nothing more. You must, because one Jedi attracts others. It is the way of things.
Bomababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu esfrektonatada beer mabarchokto. Torenibu inturata sisi meborokra.
Banisokokran, Joka mata storch ban locha. Joanna masaranka ma ramazurata. Keso juskrita lorsa. Yumacha fueko mikuchira.
Moka kamaran endoso ranwi no chabi. Tu rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanga. Mopi unawana si chokoratawa.
Request. If Goto's vessel is no longer neutral ground, inform us so that we might initiate assassination protocols and commence firing at once.
The Upobotenyo go Jucho Picha, Gwentaba ni Sochu, Norotoga Proto Lala Shishi, Jubadosa Jibacha, Ratak Mansan, Tokosha na Chitolo, Joanna Masaranka ma Ramazurata, Keso Juskrita Lorsa, Yumacha Fueko Mikuchira, Kawanabota Atagwa Kankadiwa, Yutaka Alwanji Yumaliba, Tues Mahawika Si Wawanta Mo Guika Wansoba, Wakama Nurawa.
Observation. Jedi follow the self-destructive path of pacifism and tolerance. They will not attack first.
Honto no Saka, Jita Bedwana Maticha, Doveri Nincha, Yonona Shitasa Chuch, Si Machadana, Dona we searcha Makaran.
Ah, the beautiful stench and decay of desperate living.
This moon, it teems with life. It is difficult to center oneself.
Welcome to Nar Shaddaa. Towering buildings kilometers high and miles deep, with canyons so wide you could have a dogfight in them. Word of warning, watch where you step, or you'll fall for hours. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the Exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Sure, most of the landing pads around here are unclaimed, or should be. They're pretty badly maintained, so they're not safe to land on. Well, I mean, not this one. But they all have the reputation, so we should be all right. I think. No, but I forgot to tell them we were landing. The refugee sector's a dead zone. No one cares too much who flies in and out of here as long as they're not carrying cargo that the Exchange or the Hutts might want a piece of. Yeah, in all its glory. Don't get your hopes up from what you see here, though. As soon as we hit the main sector, that's when the smell and the mobs can get pretty bad. All right then, let's move out. Where are we headed exactly?
It does not matter where we go. If what we seek is here, we shall come upon it in due time.
Yeah, if you want to stay on the ship and meditate some more, don't let us stop you. Whatever we do, I say we get the Hawk's ID signature changed while we're here. Might keep us from being a target when we enter a new system.
It is not your choice, Adon. It is his. What is it you wish to do?
Finding a Jedi, or anyone else touched by the Force here, will be difficult. The mass of people, the rush of their emotions. It makes detection difficult. But this moon does not get any smaller while we wait. This sector is as good as any place to begin our search, so let us begin.
Well, if we're gonna search a moon of a few billion inhabitants for one Jedi that even our own can't sense, might as well start as soon as possible. There should be a central trading hub up ahead. Their stock's probably not the best, but they may have some things worthwhile. Alright, if you have any questions, just ask. We should be able to leave the ship here as long as we want. No one supervises these landing pads anymore.
You there!
Uh-oh.
What's with you? Letting that piece of junk sink its struts into my landing pad! Huh? My trash heap? Fine, land there. My trash heap's all that's keeping your ship from making the final plunge. And trust me, it won't be long in coming, I promise you. I got some visitors booked for your space, but I'm sure the two of you can work it out when they arrive.
Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. So going through playing this amazing game, let's get Jeff buffed up. And yeah, since just talked about it in chat, one of the original Jedi starfighters. Pretty cool guy. And inside we've got this absolutely crazy Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. From back in the day, I actually saw an advert of some of the old Gloob and Hasbro adverts. Found out that Adam Savage did a load of work on them, and he actually used some of the miniature sets from Attack of the Clones to make them. Something that I always really did like this though was goes into attack mode. Kind of cool. Kind of reminds me of the Darth Maul ship, I suppose. Anyway, let's get this sorted out. Catch you all in a bit. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe and everything, and all the best to you, Ben, as well, and your trying times you're going to go through soon. Where are we going to put these points? I need to put them somewhere. I guess I should go for Master Flurry. That's normally the best move. Also, another fun thing. Here is the other Obi-Wan Kenobi figure. The fun thing with this is his hand. It's got a little magnet in it, so he could use the Force and grab lightsabers from far away. But for now, he just hangs on my desk because he's got a magnetic hand. I think that's kind of cool. Got quite a few of the original Attack of the Clones figures and, well, all those guys from that period, because that was childhood. Anyway, I'm going to disappear now.
Just say the word.
I'm here.
I also should probably pick up those Jedi Starfighter wings before they get broken. Hang on a second, people. That was a great trick that my parents used to play with me. This toy is brake action. Some toys were brake action, 90% of them weren't, and I just broke them. But then they went back together. So, were they brake action or weren't they? You tell me. Anyway, looks like we've got to save the game, yeah? Save, Jeff, save. I'm gonna save 3 times. As I save 3 times, maybe do me an amazing favour and oh, right.
No! Look, you can't keep us trapped in the refugee sector. We can't survive there. You've got us locked in.
Let's settle this.
Yes?
Thanks for your help. They would have crippled me for sure. Well, they work for the Exchange, for a Quarren named Visquis. He's looking to step up in the Exchange. The only language the Exchange respects is money, so Visquis is trying to increase his profits by using the refugees here in Nar Shaddaa as a cheap labor force. We're only good to him as slaves and merchandise. He wants to keep us in one place, so he can control us. That's always been the way.
Well, except lately. The Exchange has been clamping down on the refugee sector hard, and I've no idea why. They've started kidnapping people, hurting others, but there seems to be no reason to it. You don't. He comes to you. If he's got reason to. Either because you can help him out, or because you're making trouble. Either way, it's not a good thing. Whatever your reasons, thanks.
Spare a few credits, friend? Much appreciated, friend. Life's hard in the refugee sector, and this should go a long way to helping. All right. I don't know much beyond the refugee sector here, but I can share what I know. This sector's filled with refugees from the Jedi Civil War, and even as far back as the Mandalorian Wars. Refugees and war veterans both, and anyone else who was rendered homeless by the war. The Jedi destroyed planets across the galaxy, and here's where the wreckage ended up. That's two names for one thing. It's difficult to tell in the crossfire, and the Sith were led by Jedi. In the end, it didn't make much difference. A lot of space lanes cross at Nar Shaddaa, and once here, it's hard to move on. Even fighter pilots from the war can't get work at the docks. The freighter crews are full up. There's no work here and no way out, unless you want to become a hired muscle for the Exchange, or work in a Hutt slave camp. No, should I? He doesn't sound like a Hutt. What, is he a bounty hunter or an Exchange boss? Jedi Master? There aren't any Jedi Masters in the galaxy, let alone on Nar Shaddaa. This place is a cesspit, with the Exchange and the Hutts stabbing their claws into everything. But you know, I did hear something about a bounty on Jedi, though. Something the Exchange posted. Doesn't matter, though. Aren't any more Jedi around, so no one's going to be collecting that bounty. Not much to say, except it's a high price. You need to find a bounty hunter to get more, and they've been pretty scarce lately. You might have more luck trying to find someone connected to the Exchange. And I don't mean some spaceport muscle, I mean someone connected. No idea. Could be one of them crossed the Exchange, and they're looking for revenge on all of them. Well, they tend to lay low. To be honest, it's like with bounty hunters. You may need to do something to get their attention. Look, one other thing. It's obvious you're new around here. I can tell it just by looking at you. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place, and easy to get lost in. If you want, I can keep an ear out for you. Let you know if I hear anything. I'll do that then. I'll come seek you out if I hear anything I think you might want to know.
I saw what you did to those Exchange thugs, stranger. Can you spare a few credits, maybe help another refugee in need? Thank you, stranger. I won't forget your kindness.
Why did you do such a thing? Such kindnesses will mean nothing. His path is set. Giving him what he has not earned is like pouring sand into his hands. And would that be a kindness? What if by surviving another day he brings a greater darkness upon another? The Force binds all things. The slightest push, the smallest touch, sends echoes throughout life. Even an act of kindness may have more severe repercussions than you know or can see. By giving him something he has not earned, perhaps all you have helped him become is a target. Seeing another elevated often brings the eyes of others who suffer. And perhaps in the end, all you have wrought is more pain. And that is my lesson to you. Be careful of charity and kindness, lest you do more harm with open hands than with a clenched fist. Good. Mind what I have said. Use your power, but in its proper place.
And what did he want?
Just answers to some questions. Asked about a Jedi Master of all things.
Really? Interesting.
Geraktada cemense bengar rukutoto unde jujuamataso benkish manensitse. Fela dibono ta munikranaktada. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senesensen. Charanana gundoso remine che l'orakto guru katada. Fiora tora pada no ringatel camarada tela fibo nubo da bicarana cenirara. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senesensen. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rento ron kawrekare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemenoto torere senesensen. Der interunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Ninso telepachan korsadarane gra dalonuta choloren. Dosane gravalantro kwe wapa teratanan chingaradana. Dosentorinteri. Gelere sonto shenig rexi contunso des junkaratata. Der interunto wakare kwe wapa teratanan chingaradana. Ferrar rampada no de ringtada nel camera cella fibor no bodat. Dosane garamala blur incidera mel rebe chinchin granactada.
Yes? Have you come with questions? Very well. What is it that drives you? Very well. Of which did you wish instruction? Very well. What is it that drives you? I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well. A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks. When battle is upon us, I suspect our minds are prepared enough to shield each other from the pain. I think we shall not have a repeat incident of what happened at Paragus. Very well. What is it that drives you? The Jedi practice many forms, many styles of lightsaber combat. It is good to know them, but not to rely on them. You may have already felt the Shicho, the simplest of the forms, return to you as your skill and perceptions have returned. Others may come with time, with experience. It is simple, and its simplicity is strength. It allows focus, a slightly improved chance of connecting with one's opponent. It has no other advantages or disadvantages. It is an effective form to fall back on when no other form will do. Others may come with time, with experience. A defensive technique, but effective. Use it if you do not wish to be hit, or if you are facing many opponents with blasters. With a lightsaber blade and enough skill in deflection, it is an excellent defense against blasters, but in other situations, it merely delays the inevitable. Others may come with time, with experience. Ask, and I will answer. Have you never asked yourself how Revan took the Republic and Jedi beneath him, how he made them his? Ah, but to make officers turn on their own people, to bomb innocent worlds, to make pacts, strong influence indeed. And where did these Sith teachings come from? And why did Revan embrace them so strongly? So many questions, yet the answers are few. Oh, did they? No. Revan met no Sith Empire, yet he learned their teachings. Many have mistaken the soldiers beneath Revan, the machines that were constructed to be the Sith. They are wrong. The Sith is a belief, and what Revan formed was not an empire, but something else. Yet how he did it is curious. And I suspect the answer to that question is tied to another. How was Revan able to corrupt so many so quickly? Not a one. But we shall see where our journey takes us, I think, and see how many answers we come across, yes?
Galaxies cemense bingar rukutudo unde jujuamataso benkisha manensitse. Fela dibono ta monikranaktada. Der inturunto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsodara nane gra dalunuta choloren. Teriwana jun konata della raguna tunna. Dai rinto run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemeno totorere senesenten. Charanana gundoso remina che l'orakto guru kattada. Fiaratore padano ringatel camarada telefibu numbu de bicarana cenirara.
Big Ears here might know someone who can change the Ebon Hawk's ID signature. Could be useful for avoiding notice.
Teriwana jun konata della raguna tunna. Dai rinto run kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Terace wemeno totorere senesenten.
Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Melastrindosh, Grenashkit runs Baratin upon Sukuniki, Lindrush, the Fast, and the Gash. Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Melastrindosh, Grenashkit runs Baratin upon Sukuniki. Mekrana Gorsolomikix, Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini, the Junior Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Melastrindosh. Grenashkit runs Baratin upon Sukuniki. Belech no putsa, Kuniki Karatanadra. Melenament was 6 of them good. Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini. For series in Abelandash, with the news the flank produced. De poste kalargana ringok belanga de sanan de sanan belech de potsa kuniki karatanadra melenament was 6 of them good. Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini, the Junior Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Melastrindosh, Grenashkit runs Baratin upon Sukuniki. Lindrush, the Fast, and the Gash, Fundis, Findelagsti. Lindrush, the Fast, and the Gash. For series in Abelandash, with the news the flank produced. De poste kalargana ringok belanga de sanan de sanan belech no potsa kuniki karatanadra melenament was 6 of them good. Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini, the Junior Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Melastrindosh, Grenashkit runs Baratin upon Sukuniki. Lindrush, the Fast, and the Gash. The Junior Sebelanki, Drawinch, Ifrit Melastrindosh, Grenashkit runs Baratin upon Sukuniki. Mekrana Gorsolomikix, Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini. Lindrush, the Fast, and the Gash. Mekrana Gorsolomikix, Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini. Fundis, Findelagsti, Mekrana Gorsolomikix, Simbertha, Nemrakta, Shosaferengamalata, Dalini. Fundis, Findelagsteg, Mekranagua Solomikix, Fingertha, Memrakta, Shosefrengamalakta, Talini. Fundis, Findelagsteg.
Hey, I saw that ship you flew in on. My ship. No, I don't think so. You and me, we got some business to settle. It's the Ebon Hawk, isn't it? She was stolen from me during a routine run in the Mid-Rim, near the close of the Mandalorian Wars. We'll see about that. Watch yourself. Nar Shaddaa can be a rough place.
Let me shoot him in the back. No one has to know.
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wamba.
Reliba konentosla. Manchokarlema konchorrebi masa. Ifrekundas pleegde simmerun chorekrenum.
Norahagwa buska yokolo alaubaka.
Hara hinemas pemadana hiskasta hiha. Charno kutos nerema keras. Koronaraka kerades mendechirana. Right.
I hear you.
Yes.
Just say the word.
Dawachosimu poendo rakawa ichirendu momopa ramakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara. Dawachosimu poendo rakawa ichirendu momopa ramakawana abawasi. Yukroren wan mapusiti nolara. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Mababe want to susintu mukarata. Tu es rectonatada ber mabar chokto. Torenibu inturata sisi me burokra. Taranamo sibu indasarans. Crema sunkun ratungala. Chawi mo jubu inkosoracha.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them like a shiver running through you. It is Nar Shaddaa, the true Nar Shaddaa that you feel around you. It is this moon, with the metal and machines stripped away and the currents of the Force laid bare. I'm surprised you can feel it. I feared the damage to you had deadened you to such perceptions. What you feel is the echo of the minds of these creatures within the Force. Their anger, their greed, their desperation. It is life. Strange? Perhaps. Perhaps not. It is but the vibration of minds driven by life's struggles. The struggle to feed, to take, to mate, to fight. It is the way of things. It requires that one be able to feel the critical point within the fractured mass, and know how to strike it in such a way that the echoes travel to your intended destination. For as long as it lasts, like life, such waking moments within the Force are rare, waiting for the right moment when the critical point is struck and the sound rises. But let us be silent. Words and thoughts are distractions. Feel this moment, for as long as it will last. Feel life as it is, with the crude matter stripped away.
Sarda chornilo tabe duana mataka nus, dogulupan. Taka prota gocha, jarkomati sochpan lorcha, yota chi sabarinish. Uba volpa holosha, chuba dos ojibicha, krota short na chinomak. Uba volpa holosha, chuba dos ojibicha, krota short na chinomak. Nishasa achuto gonkura, tawinti malare. Daka prota gocha, jarkomati sochpan lorcha, yota chi sabarinish. Uba volpa holosha, chuba dos ojibicha, krota short na chinomak. Crimso anatis chi norta hirembechok, wendindo bay. Uba volpa holosha, chuba dos ojibicha, krota short na chinomak. Daka prota gocha, jarkomati sochpan lorcha, yota chi sabarinish. Uba volpa holosha, chuba dos ojibicha, krota short na chinomak.
Please, look, I already paid the exchange what I have. But oh, look! Here's the one with your credits. About time. Look, these gentlemen are getting impatient. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you helping me out of that tough spot there. I can't really pay you the money, or else I would have given it to those thugs. All right. What'd you want to know? The bounty hunters don't have any one place where they stick around. Best thing I can tell you is if you want to find one, get a bounty on your head and then wait. Jedi Master? Are you crazy? There aren't any more Jedi running around, let alone Masters. But you're serious, aren't you? Alright, well, look. If I were a Jedi, I'd be where I could help people. As for where that happens on Nar Shaddaa, I have no idea. Are you serious? Alright. I must be doing something right for you to come along and bail me out like you did.
And what is it you think you have accomplished? If you seek to aid everyone that suffers in the galaxy, you will only weaken yourself and weaken them. It is the internal struggles, when fought and won on their own, that yield the strongest rewards. You stole that struggle from them, cheapened it. That is all I ask.
Donos imaragith, wanarakorachi drumta sa inchobin sasha, dosimana rachata.
Ask a Twi'lek. It's not flattering.
Loka kamaranin doso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Loka kamaranin doso ranwi no chabi. Du rantamana sobu. Febko emareyam ga watasitu insula rakarakachata. Tamaso kinchuda wanka. Mopi una wana si chokoratawa. Donos emaragith. Wanarakora ci drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Nishasa achuto gonkura. Tawinti malare. Jurun maba kodu soto. Me kogariti jakolo me bomas. Machi tu pacha machalo aba. Dona sinto noraki pashakani. Kokparodunga nimisindo shoka. Mushka me turundi. Juba me mesing. Ratzakman rata.
Tonoranga manakaran. Ipo inshawa. Tonos imaragith. Wanarakora ci drunka sa inchobin sasha. Dosimana rachata.
Something up? All right. What did you want to know? Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you could prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much. Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright? Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands. All right, what did you want to know?
Nishasa achuto gonkura. Tawinti malare. Dakaprota gocha. Jarkomati sochban lorcha. Yota chi sabarinish. Uba volba holosha. Chuba dosa jibicha. Krota short na chinomak. Krimso anatis ci norta hilembechok. Wendin dobei. Uba volpa holosha. Chuba dos ojibicha. Krotat short na chino mak. Jabalakish. Tochimaka. Lotologo besanus. Misash lochut.
Dovere nincha, yonona shitasa chuch. Wana tu no bayes? Dorcha no bankani honkades? Torsenta winoto. Tono tucha. Tocha ramakaka musran kana. Du noka herete pachasa borta. Krisocha wentense me punta. Lorcha wata yuma ni. Hodanga yuma des. Dak bota no chi tagwa ita.
Mashni manina mashna wala huda kime wat kanina na rabdishna ba dak dikdishne
Jun sobe me rapa. No kuma randisa mak chiksa. Kucha bak tong kinka mata kata. Chopa wanga kun not ka yutka kes.
Marashni wala kanibinishni mi dibidishna pastishni wa nyatauna ni benena narode wa kunura benena nish.
Wamba siso misum kun rakawakta. Nushka wana sochi rona bang mamakan.
Hara hine mas temana na hisnashna hiha. Mani wakna hana hiha ha power de mani much.
Wamba siso misum kun rakawakta. Nushka wana sochi rona bang mamakan.
Mashni manina mashna wala huda kime wat kanina na rabdishna ba dak dikdishne narabut. Marashni wala kanibinishni mi dibidishna pastishni wa nyatauna ni benena narode wa kunura benena nish. Mashni manina mashna wala huda kime wat kanina na rabdishna ba dak dikdishne narabut.
So, you have the look of a seasoned spacer about you. What backwash you looking for? Well, honestly, there's not much for people like you and I to do around here. If you, catch my meaning. Well, there is plenty for them to do. The Pazak Den, swoop races, the Jek Tar, they're pretty much taken care of. Now there's a place that's literally deadly for our kind. Jek Tar is a bar filled with cyanogen gas. It's poisonous to you and I, but the aliens drink it up and pay good money to do so. The cyanogen gas also acts as a social buffer, since the people who typically frequent Jek Tar aren't interested in speaking to the likes of you and I in the first place. Ah, don't bother with Lupo's racing gallery. The track's deadly and the betting's awful. Borna Liz keeps threatening to take the place over and run it right. But I don't see how she could.
Tarachomo sincho cavavolpa mulegi gumanarminta barawamba michedos. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Unta chiwita inka kikraya na chawanga kone. Dovrei kun mwili wosa slima po wanga sawana mucha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Dahupa bosa kurata go jujuto yoke. Hiata yamba wajiake yukito tune. Ta come tak blaia justing miki gongo beaste. Kun grabi la kingno mulara kichi kuta grasa kisha. Kawana bota yunta tanga kinamatura. Tayaita ta bosananansata. Mungachi norta imbre wanachike. Drumba bambwa. Konti-chan munka. Kavadumba kuswaka tayamukata.
Haven't heard anything more yet. I'll come seek you out if I do.
Yes? Have you come with questions?
Graci ubaci kompadwana muska na boska wamba. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa, bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Bornacinin sopa maranka wongo kumbiaste. Tonga buga shame zanini chonkai chitera ritsa sabata. Tiumpe, dove punta crita gino muleranni bono. Ichiret kurangata inkuntang gawai kerevo tawa. Yato kauluan. Kavadumpa munsuru kupla liyawa. Bo bagaragawanda yaitua ulwanji yuma. Muliwrawa iberendia tia Vishnu nunga se. Utati ramata mandrakotu sa minarinkadin.
Malampas tarawando krimo gawan. Germaka trakta veshambash. Jorogo gomoshi. Juto monshi dakajim. Jona yortorangachi wi ita. Vamos limo podan mawanga kun. Bis mula rabest. Bani sokokran. Joka mata storch ban locha. Jun soba me rapa, no kuma randisa mak chiksa. Kucha bak tong kinka mata kata. Chopa wanga kun not ka yutka kes. Mogachi nota harembe wanachi, drumpaba nakares magre, kavadumpa ku papayi mokata, yuzuta monorcha das, noma inso dizuka. Da upo boteño go yucho picha, gwem taba ni sochu, norotoga proto lalashishi, juba dosa jibacha, ratak mansan, tokosha na chitola. Takam tuchis miku mogo graba? Kechichul ida hodonga. Mi paden. Tuning tachu kun ni best? Kavadumba ku. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya. Tachimorota kamsa. Javaskobo subjog. Rigiso karvenokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya. Tachimorota kamsa. Javaskobo subjog. Rigiso karvenokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Honto no saka, jita bedwana maticha. Sunaranga machochane, dota lutu. Padu krem so chiche no, chi wendido, drom tite yoba, morata gomana. Kova chokchi, moskali, miki mokba moka. Donina chiwa, kota wind, vorka no shawatama. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya. Tachimorota kamsa. Javaskobo subjog. Rigiso karvenokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Kavadumpe masura ku popayi botenya. Tachimorota kamsa. Javaskobo subjog. Rigiso karvenokso. Mochito sasa grindeyo. Mogachi nota harembe wanachi, drumpaba nakares magre, kavadumpa ku papayi mokata, yuzuta monorcha das, noma inso dizuka.
Well, well, well. What do we do? That is the question. Do we go swoop bike racing? I kind of want to go swoop bike racing. I can't lie. It might be the wrong place, but swoop bike racing is so fun. You know what's also fun? Being silly. You know what's even more fun? Dropping a like, subscribing, becoming a channel member, all of that silly stuff. Anyway, I shall catch you in a bit. Let's keep this craziness going.
Dopo bottegno go giucho piccia, gwen tabani sochu, norotoga proto lala shishi, juba dosa jibacha, ratak mansan, dokosha na chitolo. Kichu no kada mirenito. Renfiloso ni heko chupa naret, atamakcha. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimurota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo, rigiso carvenoxo, mochito sasa grindeo. Kavadumpe masuraku, popayi botenya, tachimurota kamsa, javaskobo sabjo. Rigiso carvenoxo, mochito sasa grindeo.
Well, everyone, I've got to say it's been an absolutely fantastic night playing some Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. It's been really great. It's been so lovely hanging out and just maxing, relaxing, being all cool with some of you guys here. Big shout out to everybody who's just been a legend. Mark, Ben, Lapsus, Xerox. Levi, of course, Levi's new girlfriend. Lovely to have you join us. Arnold, Angelina, everybody. PS2 Fun and Games that go through the list. You've all been so lovely. Don't forget, if you want to like hang out more, you can come and join the Discord conversation. We all hang out there as well. It's a really nice place where, you know, just like to hang. You can see some of the crazy things that are coming along the way, including something of what's inside this box. Something's inside this box. It says fragile, so I should probably not tap it like that. But that should be a fun video that's going to be coming in the future, everyone. But it's been a lovely night. Big shout out to you all. Hope you all have a fantastic rest of your nights as well. We're going to be catching up with some more Jeff Jefferson action soon. Let me just see what we can do here. There's no one to raid tonight, so I guess we're not raiding anybody tonight. Okay, that is all cool with me. But yeah, oh, also something else exciting. Mark in chat recently said that there's this crazy game that came out called Battle for Naboo, a Star Wars game from the N64, which now coming to hear it, I think I have actually seen the cartridge of it, but nevertheless, I have found a copy of it. And I found a copy of it on eBay, believe it or not, for a whole £2. So we'll be doing a playthrough of that where I'll hopefully be able to break out the flight stick, because I've been missing doing some proper flying stuff in these games. It's been really fun going through playing Star Wars Squadrons, Galaxies, because I've been able to take to the skies with the flight stick. So we're going to be doing, I guess, obviously finishing this off, doing some more Galaxies, Battle for Naboo, as well as Starfighter, not Jedi Starfighter, not the one that has this guy on the front cover, not Jedi Starfighter, Starfighter. And that's going to be great fun. I've got that already set up on the PC. We might do Jedi Starfighter down the road perhaps, but I can't use one of these guys, which is kind of a shame. Kind of what I want to be able to do. Also going to be doing some camera tests soon for some new shots and some new fun things. I'm going to be doing some more long-form YouTube videos coming up in the future, so that's going to be great fun. Hope you'll hop in there. Also, just thought I'd say at this point, if you like Star Wars games, if you like MMOs, maybe you saw some of my videos on Star Wars Galaxies, Ben in chat, he's got a link to his server, Star Wars Galaxies Returns, which is more of a original take on the MMO gameplay, which is really cool. There's also Legends, which is one that I've done many videos on, and that's also there too. But yeah, thank you all. You're so also lovely. We're going to keep up all of these fun Star Wars things. Get going. 2 seconds. I shall keep talking, but I shall disappear, so I need to walk across my room. Yeah, so we're going to be doing some more fun Star Wars things. There's also another interesting thing. I need to see if I can find my Kinect, because whoa, almost jumped on the box. I found this crazy game, people. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this or tried this, but I think it could be quite a buddy stream. This is Star Wars Kinect. And you know what? We might as well give it a try. I've got to figure out which way my hands are. I haven't got the best green screen effect on right now. Normally I use 2 layers of green screen. That's why. So now if I put my hand that way, it just disappears. But yeah, I got Star Wars Kinect a few years ago, and I thought this could be something that could be really funny to actually play through and go through with you all. See me dancing around going crazy. Also, what's this one in my hand? Here. I'm hand so low, oh so low. That is the song. That's a terrible song. We'll see what happens though. I think I played it like once, but in the early days, around when Revenge of the Sith came out, this might completely total my computer. There was actually a game where you could do all of these things from Star Wars Kinect, but on like one of those plug and play consoles. I'm gonna see if I can find the rest of it, but this is the mini lightsaber from that game. What if it works with Star Wars Kinect? That'd be pretty interesting to see actually. But yeah, it came with like a what are they? Like a training droid. Hang on, if I just get it back, you can actually get a length, so you could like have this and the training droid remote on top of your TV screen. And this is like an infrared strip or something in this. There's like a bar in it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so yeah, Star Wars Kinect, that will be coming up, as well as a load of other crazy Star Wars things. Another one, yeah, Star Wars Galaxies, we've been playing a lot of that. It's going to be fun to go through, and then eventually, once I get my graphics card set up, we'll be going through and doing some of that game, Star Wars The Old Republic. I completely forgot the name of that game then. I'm kind of looking at the wrong cover. It's got so many in my hands right now. But let me just quick over on the other side here. Are we going to finish up here? Should we do a bit more than that? No, we are. We are finishing up. Oh, finally. the book that I need to finish off reading. Since I said about it in the chat earlier on, I'll give you a quick show this. This is one of my original Star Wars Episode 3 bookmarks. Love when these things have these cool effects when you just turn them. Good old Ewan McGregor there. I'm amazed how well that was working on camera. That is magic. No VFX there. Anyway, thank you all so much. I shall catch you in the next one. You're also brilliant. Please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe. Welcome to all the new members. And yeah, make sure you enable notifications as well, because that means that when I go live, you'll next be able to see more of the crazy Star Wars things that we're going through at the moment, as well as continuing Jeff Jefferson's many adventures across multiple games. Because that is, well, that is the Jeff Jefferson way. So yeah, you're all lovely. Thank you for joining me. Catch you in the next one. Bye. Have a beautiful time.